Alright, what is up, guys? I got another sparring breakdown for you guys. The exact date that it was filmed, as usual, it'll be in the title. I hope you guys enjoy it. I should also say, same as last week, there are some drills in this as well. We're working on getting comfortable in the pocket. We did slightly longer rounds for those drills than we usually do, so instead of just going on TikTok and Instagram, we put clips on TikTok and Instagram and put the whole drill here. So it's going to be the same drill for boxing. For kickboxing, like I said last time, we switched it up a little bit because staying near the headgear, we just kept backing up. Like, it's a bad habit, but we were doing it anyway. So instead, what we did this week was we went ahead and put something behind each one of us so we couldn't back up. You'll see a lot more clinching. You'll see a lot more of punching and knees and quite a few less kicks, although there will still be some kicks in there too. So today I'm working on being much more aggressive, and you'll see me make some defensive errors like leaning back and whatnot, which I'm going to try and fix those next, but I really did need to work on trying to push and push and push and be more aggressive, and you'll see me throw a lot more punches this time. Like I said, a lot more punches. You see that jab is almost always out there. This time when we clinched up, I threw a right hook, left hook, instead of my doubled up hook that I threw last time. And had some success with it, so I think I might start implementing that a little more often. I was way too off to the side there, and when I came back up, I paid for it with a shot to the face. The uppercut has always been one of my worst punches, so I've been trying to utilize it more often, and I saw a little success with it in these rounds. So, yeah, I think I'm going to keep working on that. I've been using the double end bag to work on my uppercut quite a lot, and it's been going pretty well, so like I said, I think I'm going to keep going. Gotta do better with keeping my guard up during the exchanges while I'm throwing punches, and not just when I'm defending, which is another thing I've been working on quite a bit in my solo practice. You won't see it as much in this video, but hopefully in the next sparring video you'll see more of that. We haven't actually even filmed that one yet, so we'll see. So for the past couple of weeks I've been working quite a bit on my strength and conditioning. I still want to do all that, but I also do need to work on my gas tank, because I realized when I actually do stay in the pocket and I trade a lot, I tire out a lot faster than I thought I would. And that's it for that drill. Time for the boxing spar. Like I said before, I've been working on being more aggressive. It's working out okay, not as much as I'd like to. I think I should still even go a little bit more, but it is definitely better than it was before. I was shelling up way too much. Now I'm doing some head movement, I'm shelling up, and I'm trying to throw back when he throws things, which is definitely a positive change. Like I said, trying to work on that uppercut, and it worked out for me.
That was a really good shot. Yeah. Right on the temple.
Yeah, it was, and it did.
Would have been a real bad day for me.
Part of my attempt at becoming more aggressive has been, instead of just throwing single shots all the time, trying to work my combos a lot more. So my punches were definitely a little too wild, but I was still pretty proud of that one. I switched up levels, I threw several different punches at different angles, all around pretty good. Finally putting on enough pressure that I'm making him shell up instead of the other way around, which makes me feel good.
Watch the video. Just tell me. One of the things I need to work on is throwing more combos. I was like, not long.
Slipped his jab and landed a nice solid cross to the body. I liked it. So I had actually been working on that specific slip and then land that hook in our pad work that we did off camera, and yeah, I landed it, but I might have forgotten I wasn't hitting the pads because I did hit him a little harder than I meant to. Sorry about that, bro. Ooh, I love that push in and then punch me in the face, bro. You did a good job there. And that's all for that round. Now we're going to work on staying in the pocket with kickboxing, and the drill's going to look a little different than it did last week. Like I said before, we put something behind each one of us for this one, so that we couldn't back up, because we found that trying to stay close to the headgear, we just kept backing up anyway. So instead of a head kick on that clinch break, I threw punches because we were trying to stay in the pocket. He sort of circled out, and I let him come back in because, you know, that wasn't the point of the drill. I threw enough kicks to get him expecting kicks and then hit him with a cross right there. So he gets the clinch, and instead of trying to fight for inside position, I chose to just hold his arms to where he couldn't really get an effective plumb on me, and started working from there. He tried to throw a punch, and I used that to get to the inside position. But continued framing instead of going for a plumb. And at this point I realized that he was giving me plenty of space, and so I started working the knees. Also a little dirty boxing, that hook right there. Then he goes for a plumb, and before he can get it, I duck under and get a body lock. This time I do go for an actual plumb and start throwing knees. He then uses a cross face, but he doesn't push my face quite hard enough, which enables me to land a cross. And that right there is why you only swing one hand while kicking, because on the opposite side you are open for a counter. And that's all for that drill. Now it's time for the kickboxing sparring. Immediately I do the check straight to a front kick without dropping my foot, which in the last video it was a side kick that I threw, but still the same principle. Like I said, I've been working on it quite a bit, and I like it quite a bit. Then I used pulling his hands down to throw a knee to enter a clinch, but I turn my hips the wrong way, and he actually starts to dominate quite a bit. Gets a crossface, and then you'll see here in a second, he kind of stunned it on me. Ooh, hey! That was awesome, man. I had to fist bump him right in the middle of the round, because he just learned how to sweep in a clinch. I just showed him that, and he executed. He got back out of range to avoid my round kick, so I turned it into a sliding side kick and still went right to his ribs with it. I like that one quite a bit, too. Then we clinch, and I try to go for a hip toss, but it really isn't working out for me. So I adjust on the fly, turn it into punches, and then a head kick. We started to clinch, and he breaks it almost immediately. So then I go to throw some boxing, and he does a really good job of using framing to push me away and keep me from being able to land those punches. I honestly think I just got lucky on avoiding that uppercut. I think he probably could have landed it. Here I'm throwing a whole bunch of round kicks to the legs, and it's a setup. I like my Superman punches. I haven't used one in a while, so I figured it might land, and it does.
Yeah, I hit the balls. Sorry. Okay.
hook right there was clean. I was doing the entirely wrong thing, so I deserved to catch it. But good job, bro. I've mentioned before that none of my left kicks have been very good in the past, and so I have been working on them quite a bit. I had been focusing on the front kick and the round kick, but now I've started working the side kick too. And it's working out fairly well for me, so occasionally I'll blade up my stance a little bit more so I can land that guy. Ooh, that man was manhandling me in that clinch. I'm glad that round ended when it did, or I probably would have gotten my ass beat again. Maybe even swept again. Anyway, besides that, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I say all the time, do the YouTube things. Like, subscribe, share the video, or dislike it. I don't care. Just do something. Anyway, that's all for today. Have a good one.